To exit seat of the programme, you must place all your lockers. Any loose items in the overhead lockers. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. Face masks are required to be worn at all times unless instructed by the crew. In the unlikely event of a lost cabin pressure, they can be removed for a short duration to eat or drink while seated, but must be put back on immediately after you have finished. The use of masks on board is only effective when we all wear them. We ask you all to wear your masks to protect us and other customers on board. Please remain seated as movement in the cabin must be limited. If you need any assistance, the cabin crew will be pleased to help as there's no smoking place.
EasyJet flights to Amsterdam. Please only place large bags in overhead lockers with wheelie bags going wheels first, leaving space for other customers to bring their baggage on board. All smaller bags such as handbags, shopping bags, laptop bags and small backpacks to be placed under the seat in front of you. We are operating a busy flight today with baggage, so please make sure that smaller bags all go into your seats unless you are seated by the emergency exit rows, that's rows 1, 12 and 13. On the emergency exit rows only, all baggage, loose items, loose garments must be placed in the overhead lockers for takeoff and for landing. Face masks, yay! We've all been wearing them for 18 months now, so we all know they have to be over our noses and mouths. Only 2 times they can be removed during the flight, when actively eating or drinking, however they must be placed back on as soon as you're finished, on the unlikely event of loss of cabin pressure. If you do have an exemption, please let the crew know before we close the doors, so you can show them the exemption letter. The cabin crew do have a duty of care to make sure that everyone wears the masks throughout the whole flight. So if we do see you without a mask, we will ask you, where's your mask, and pop the flight on please. If we have to ask you numerous times, we'll start assuming that you fancy one of us. And just bear in mind, one of us is very high maintenance with very expensive tastes. So just keep your masks on and that'll be great, thank you.
Aboard this Airbus 320 flight to Amsterdam. My name is Richard, I'm the captain. And we're just finishing off a little bit of paperwork here, then we'll be on our way. I think we're due out in about 8 or 9 minutes, so we should get ahead of that. The flight time about 1 hour when we get going. The weather, once we've left here, it should be a little bit clearer. Amsterdam, I think it's a little bit cloudy at the moment, but dry and fairly light winds. Nick's the cabin manager. I'm sure she'll introduce herself very shortly with the rest of the crew. Now that's all from us. Please enjoy the flight. Have a good morning, thanks.
Close, we do please ask that you activate flight safe mode on your mobile devices. Laptops can be used during the flight, but they must be safely stowed for takeoff and once again for landing. If you do notice any electronic devices overheating, then please do contact a member of cabin crew immediately.
Let op de verlichte en de instructies van de bemanning, alsmede op de volgende veiligheidsprocedures. De veiligheidskaart in de stoelzak voor u bevat belangrijke informatie over nooduitgangen, zuurstofmaskers, reddingvesten en de brace-positie die u moet innemen als u brace hoort. Er zijn
Cabin crew armed doors for departure.
Nooduitgangen in het vliegtuig. Het cabinepersoneel wijst nu naar de uitgangen die zich het dichtst bij u bevinden. Houd er rekening mee dat uw dichtstbijzijnde bruikbare uitgang zich mogelijk achter u bevindt. De noodverlichting zal u naar een uitgang leiden. Laat in geval van nood alle bagage achter aan boord. We laten u nu zien hoe uw veiligheidsgordel wordt vastgemaakt, bijgesteld en losgemaakt. Deze moet vastgemaakt worden als het teken riemen vast is ingeschakeld en we raden u aan om deze tijdens de vlucht losjes gesloten te houden. Indien er problemen zijn met de luchttoevoer, zullen de maskers boven u naar beneden komen. Trek het masker naar u toe om de zuurstoftoevoer te starten. Plaats het masker op neus en mond en adem normaal. Houd het masker op zijn plaats met techniek. Trek aan beide zijden om deze aan te passen. Zet uw eigen masker op, alvorens de andere te helpen. Indien de lampen nog wateren, pak dan het reddingspas van onder uw zitplaats. Haal het uit de zak en trek het over uw hoofd. Doe de riemen rond uw middel en klik deze vast. vertrekaaanbiedingen om deze aan te passen. Blaas het vest niet op binnenin het vliegtuig. Als u buiten bent, blaast u het vest op door aan het riempje te trekken. Indien het reddingsvest wijzert of meer lucht nodig heeft, blaast u in het ventiel. Er zit een lampje en een fluitje aan om de aanslag te trekken. Wij hebben ook reddingsvesten voor kinderen. Uw taakje moet worden ingeklapt, de aanleuningen naar beneden, het raamluik omhoog en uw stoel niet vast. Nadere informatie over de veiligheid aan boord is terug te vinden op de veiligheidskaart in de stoelzak voor u. We wensen u een aangename vlucht.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome on board this easyJet service, very shortly departing to Amsterdam with a flight time this morning of approximately 1 hour. We'd like to extend a special welcome to our easyJet Plus card holders today. My name is Nikki, I'm your cabin manager on board, and assisting me today in the cabin we do have Ellie, Ian and Rachel. Now we are here for your comfort, but primarily we are here for your safety. With this in mind, we are now going to take you through the safety procedures of this Airbus A320 aircraft. Your full attention for the 2 or 3 minutes this does take is greatly appreciated. Please pay attention to the illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. Please be aware of your nearest exits as demonstrated by the cabin crew. Your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to stop the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put your own mask on before helping others. In the unlikely event of needing to use an oxygen mask, your face mask must be removed before putting on your oxygen mask. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seats. Remove it from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and a whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open and seatbelts fastened. We hope that you have a great flight this morning. In preparation for our takeoff today, this is normal procedure when flying in the hours of reduced light. If you do require a reading light, there is one situated in the panel above your head. Whenever you are seated. If you need to leave your seat, keep the aisle clear to allow others to pass by and take care of opening the overhead lockers in case anything falls out. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin, all are fitted with smoke detectors. Smoke is not permitted on board at any time, this includes e-cigarettes. Please ensure that no more than 2 people are queuing at the toilets to avoid congestion. Due to COVID-19, public health authorities recommend frequent hand washing with soap and water. Cover your mouth and nose with sneezing or coughing and avoid touching your face. We apply a 5 mix of disinfectant to all surfaces in the aircraft cabin. In case of spillages, advise a member of crew who can provide cleaning wipes. Do not use your own wipes. We will shortly commence our bistro service. For today's meal deal offer, simply choose a meze snack box, ham and cheese toasty or calzone along with a soft drink and a chocolate bar for £7.50. We have a selection of soft drinks, spirits, wine, beer, sweet and savoury snacks. We accept payment by credit, debit or MasterCard, and contactless is our preferred method of payment. If we can be of any further assistance, just ask when we join you in the cabin.
And also, due to the very short flight time today, it may not be possible to complete a separate duty-free and boutique service. Therefore, if you require any fragrances, aftershaves, perfumes, jewellery, cosmetics, cigarettes or spirits, ask you to purchase them at this time, as there may not be another chance to get them at a separate service, so please purchase them during the bistro service. Full details can be found on the card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you.
switched on the fasten seatbelt sign indicating our final descent now into Amsterdam. If you can now please return to your seat. Ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and the buckle is facing forward and it is clearly visible to the crew. All baggage needs to be stowed into approved areas, which is either well underneath the seat in front of you, or if you are sat at an emergency exit row, back into the overhead lockers. Please do ensure that all electronic equipment is in flight safe mode for landing and all laptops are now safely stowed. Your window blinds are fully open and your armrests are down. A cabin crew member is passing through the cabin collecting rubbish and recycling. Due to the current climate, no rubbish can be left on board the aircraft. We do please ask that you do pass any rubbish that you do have to the crew. Please take all final opportunities to look at the information on the safety cards, and in the very unlikely event of an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. very warm welcome to Amsterdam, where the local time is 9:10. You will be pleased to say that we have arrived 15 minutes ahead of our schedule. Very shortly you'll notice the cabin crew moving around the cabin to perform safety related duties. However, we do ask that you do remain seated until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Please do take one final opportunity to check that you have all of your personal belongings with you, checking underneath the seat in the surrounding area and in the overhead lockers, but do take care when opening those lockers in case anything has moved during landing that may fall out. Listeners among you will have to wait until you have reached a designated smoking area and your mobile phone messages calls and internet access may now be used. We do please ask that leaving the aircraft today you do respect social distancing and ensure that you are wearing your face masks as you exit the aircraft. Do ensure that you do have all personal documentation ready for presentation at immigration to ensure a smooth airport journey. Here at EasyJet we are very environmentally conscious. We do now offset all carbon emissions from all fuel used on every single flight. We do this by supporting charities against deforestation and renewable energy projects across the globe. So for more information about how we are doing this, just head to easyjet.com. We do realise that you did have a choice of airlines to fly this morning, and on behalf of your captain, that's Richard Peach, and this entire Manchester-based crew, we'd personally like to thank you for choosing to fly with EasyJet. Thank you very much and have a very good morning.
I